Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Well, this is MAOBI N. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPOB families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran war, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Inyamadika yapika kwa namno. Hey, anamekele mazuche mefo. Mwanemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Gonna sing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. When I sing along, holy,
rising suns. Onye si no gaga di ndu kwa ndi Igbo alili gerishi ya o. Onye si no gaga di ndu kwa Biafra ili gerishi ya o. Anyị bụ mụ Chukwu okike abịa ma ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị. Anyị echeghị mmadụ ọbụla ụgwọ onye biri ka ibe ya biri maka ebe bere ugo bere n'o ọ bụkwa ọfọ n'ogo ka anyị ji aga ka anyị gbawa mbọ anya dara mba anyị jisike anyị nwee mmeri. I got to financial. Chukwu okike kere eluigwe n'ụwa nnabịa n'ụlọ olumo. Anyị enweghị Chukwu ọzọ ewezuga gị chịkụ ụzụ ndị agha. Anyị ebughị anya kọtọ gị ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị n'aka ndị nwere obi ọjọọ n'aka ndị ama n'oke ọchịchọ ọsọkwa aka egburu egbe na mma o nweghị ya ga-emume Chukwu ọ bụzi mmadụ ole kunu ga-ebunu ihe anyị ma bụ ji ọfọ gara onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa ndị Igbo alili gerishi ya onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa Biafra ili gerishi ya anyị bụ ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị ejeghị mmadụ ọbụla ụgwọ onye biri ka ibe ya biri maka ebe bere ugo bere ọ bụkwa ọfọ n'ogo ka anyị ji aga ka anyị gbawa mbọ anya dara mba anyị jisike anyị nwee mmeri. I will roll for you. I got to financial.
I thought of Biafra freedom taking longer, and cause of that you tend to feel so low. I know our freedom is your greatest hunger. I thought of Biafra keeps your heart aglow. We will walk the line, this hell that we've known with time, gotta take it away. Just hold on and don't let go. Hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your friend's just a step away. Just hold on. Hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your friend's just a step away. Our history has never known no laughter. It's always been this red and black, no green. A nation of these blessed yet hungry people. We shine a brighter light the world will see. We will touch the skies and set up a throne on high and reign without God. Just hold on and don't let go. Hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your pride's just a step away. Just
Africa, stand up. This is time for Biafrans. Great zone. Are you ready now? Hey. Opiam now. Get him. We are heading to the promised land. So my brother, I better follow the ladder. Biafrans are going higher. God, they were back, we know they stagger. The fan now, when I'm on so. We move Biafran, I didn't so. Fasting, I ain't make me further. But we just did fight for our freedom. Every journey get it bust up. But this suffering must to stop. The ban easy. If you arrest me, must to free me. Every day we are getting busy. Biafrans, I can give my kidney. No peace, no more wars, so that we can help the needy. And then I know where to be. You could because today I'm at a geek, so that to you all the time.
Biafra on the microphone. God bless Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Urobo Wado, hey, Isoko Wado, hey, IPOB, one family.
It's just one finger.
In your woman, be a rubado, one girl, go down, make a for one. So go, Isha Kiri, Otori Biafra yo. One more, we go Makube yo. For Makada, Efuri Biafra. Urobo, Ananisha. Isha Kiri, Otori Biafra yo. One more, we go Makube yo. Efekare, Efuri Biafra. From me on no man,
Oh, Igbo land, we are one family. Oh, hey, Biafra. Urobo, Nani Soto, Nishekiri, Utari Biafra. One man, we go Makubeyo, Efekare, Efuri Biafra. Freedom of Biafra, my own, Utari Biafra. Oh no, freedom of Biafra, Utari Biafra. Oh no, 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 freedom of Biafra. Oh no, Biafra. Oh no, Biafra. Oh no, Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu, God we bless you. Mazi God we protect you. Shika Edoke, you are lifted. Jojo Imbe, God we see yours through. All IPOB, you are lifted. This is my nation, Biafra is my nation. Nnamdi Kanu, God we protect you. Mazi God we see yours through. Nnamdi Kanu.
Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are on the face of this very planet Earth. We welcome you to another sensational live edition of our presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day. Today is Sunday, the 18th of October, in the year of our Most High Elohim 2020. The time now is exactly 4 minutes past 7 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra, and by the same number of minutes past the top of the hour, regardless of where you are domiciled. We welcome each and every one of you. I am the leader of the Introductory of Biafra, the largest mass movement of its kind anywhere on this planet. The director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you who are listening. We have been relentless, determined, and resolute in our pursuit of what is the truth, and it gives me great delight and pleasure to say that that seed we planted many years ago is now beginning to bear fruit, not just in the liberation of the blessed land of Biafra, but in the mental freedom it has accorded other people as well, to enable them not just to articulate, comprehend, and understand their situation, but to do something about it. We are live and we are direct, and the whole world is listening. I did promise you that tonight's lecture or broadcast will be very deep. I am suffering from a slight cold, so you will forgive me. I only started taking some remedy early this morning. If I sneeze or if I cough or anything of that sort, please do try and bear with me. We have been working. We have not been sleeping very well. We have not been eating very well either, to make sure that people who are doing the work that they are supposed to do on the ground, and that this very platform, this Radio Biafra, a monumental organization of the magnitude of IPOB, is being run properly. We are going to pray. As always, we are going to pray for those who are protesting, those who are out on the streets, brave girls, brave boys, men and women, people who have now taken their destiny into their own hands and have decided to do something about it. This evening, wherever you are around the world, we are going to pray for them. Oh Heavenly Father, Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-akpụ isi ala nye, onye ọbụla na ya na-achị ihe niile kere eke na-erubere gị isi. Anụ ufe nke igwe enweghị ọkụ ọbụla ha na-aga, ma ha na-eri nri ọbụgụ na-enye ha nri. Eze ebube dị ngọzi, otuto na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma na ibuli aha nsọ ya elu ka anyị ji bịa n'abalị. Eze ebube dị ngọzi, ka iwe nara otuto n'ihi na o ruru gị. O nweghị onye ọzọ ewezuga gị, onye nwe m na Chineke nna. Anyị were ndụ ụmụaka niile bụ n'okporo ụzọ, Eze ebube dị ngọzi, bụ ndị kpọpụtara ka ha wee zie mba ụwa niile ozi, igosi mpụ niile na ihe ọjọọ niile nke na-eme n'obodo ekwensu bụ zu Nigeria, nke Britain kere ọbụghị nwe kere. Eze ebube dị ngọzi, anyị wee na-arịọ gị onye ime eluigwe, eze kachasị eze niile elu, onye ọ bụ naanị ya kere ihe niile kere eke mana onweghị onye kere ya. Ọbịa mere ndị Igbo ji wee na-etu gị ebighị ebi n'igwe ebighị ebi eze ebube dị ngọzi ụmụ gị wee gbaa ka ọnụ ụwa niile ige okwu nsọ nke gị onye nwe m. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka wee nọnyere ezinụlọ nke gọziri agọzi bụ IPOB n'ụwa niile. Leta ndị nke nọ n'ụlọ nke eze ebube, lekwa ndị lara azụ na njem nke anyị na-aga wee na mkpụrụ obi ha n'udo ma iwe mmezu nkwa gị n'ime ndụ anyị. Ụmụgatagba ebe niile, ọ bụghị sọsọ ndị Biafra, ndị Yoruba na ndị niile dị iche iche pụtara eze ebube dị ngọzi. N'oge ahụ nke ikwuru anyị na nkwa na orugokwa gbaa ahụ ụmụ anya ha ikikere nke kachasị nke nye ha amamihe, nye ha ezi echiche, nye ha ezi nghọta, ka ọ hapụ ịbụ ezi ozi wee na Chineke ekwela ka ndụ ha wee dị ka ndị pụtara na ha na-aga njem onwe erute n'ụzọ Yoruba pụtara ndị niile dị iche iche pụtara eze ebube dị ngọzi. N'oge ahụ nke kwuru anyị na nkwa na orugokwa gbaa ahụ ụmụ anya ha ikikere nke kachasị nke nye ha amamihe, nye ha ezi echiche, nye ha ezi nghọta, ka ha wee ṅụọ mmiri ọnọdụ ha nọ n'ime ya, ka ọ hapụ ịbụ ezie ha ozi wee kpọọ ha oku na Abuja ha aga wee nara ego onye nwe m na Chineke nna. Ekwekwala ka ndụ ha wee dị ka ndị pụtara ndịsị ha na ha na-aga njem nwere onwe erute n'ụzọ na-ewu ụlọ oriri na nkwari na-eme mpụ niile dị iche iche. Onye nwe m, nye anyị ezi emume ma sachaa anyị n'ezie anụkpa ahụ ikere eke bụ mmehie ka ọ bụ ụbọchị niile ka anyị na-eme mmehie gwe megide gị eze ebube dị ngọzi. Ọ bụ site n'akparamagwa, site n'okwu ọnụ, site n'echiche. Onye nwe m, kama anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka i wee gbaghara anyị mmehie, ka ịma mma gị na ebere gị, amara gị na ọmịiko gị wee zuo oke n'ebe anyị nọ, ka ọ ga-abụ n'ikpete maazụ ụwa niile ga-eku n'iwe si n'ezie na ụmụ Biafra bụ ụmụ Chineke na mba bụ ndị a gọziri agọzi. N'ihi ndị ihe dị etu a ka ihe gị ga-eji wee bata n'ime Afrịka. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị eze ebube dị ngọzi ka iru gị wee chaa n'ebe anyị nọ, ka i wee du anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ma wezugara anyị aka ajọ ihe nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Memila ndị iro ka ihere ha wee pụta ihe. Obodo ekwensu bụ zuu ga-adarịrị n'ihi na nke a bụ nkwa nke ikwere ka onye nwe m. Bịa ka i wee were ọnọdụ n'abalị a, ka ọ ga-abụ n'ikpete maazụ otuto na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma ga-adịrị sọsọ aha nsọ gị, enweghị onye ọzọ ugbu a ma ruo mgbe niile ebighị ebi ka anyị na-arịọ gị ise. I prayed in the language of heaven, the same language that the angels right now before the throne of grace of the Most High is using to worship and to praise Chukwukikabiama. This very evening, we are going to start by looking at what is happening in the zoo and what we must all do individually and collectively to stop this ceaseless advancement of Fulani Janjaweedism. Very, very early this morning, we received confirmation that El Rufai is leading the charge to preserve the Fulani dominance of other ethnic nationalities that Britain cobbled together and named them Nigeria. As at yesterday, I am telling you now, I got this intel when I got off air this morning. It came in last night, but it had to be verified. It was verified this morning. I can tell you that Fulani Cabal, up until this very evening, they have spent $4.8 billion buying over CNN and every major news outlet in the whole world. $4.8 billion, that's what they have spent. As at late yesterday, $4.8 billion, that's what they have spent to suppress what is happening, not to let the world know what is going on. That is why no major news outlet is giving it the coverage that it deserves. We don't want the mere lip service of EndSARS. There is something happening, people are protesting. No, there is a revolution going on. And it is incumbent upon every ethical journalist to cover what is happening in the damnable Zoological Republic. I am very, very happy that following our broadcast last night, a lot of pastors and preachers, and above all, the very formidable Catholic Church came out today to speak on behalf of the protesters, to lend their support as well. And we welcome it. I called for it yesterday, and it happened today. Even saboteurs are now rising up and they're speaking. They couldn't have spoken before. They had nothing to say because they are in the same camp with the oppressors. But we have forced them out. We have smoked them out. And now they are blabbing and talking gibberish as always. This very evening, I want to dwell on the hypocrisy of the Zoological Republic. I want the world to understand the demon that Nigeria has become. Not Nigerians themselves, although some of them are still as foolish as ever. But their brave and gallant youth are out on the streets trying all they can to demand for a better life. Yesterday here, I read out a piece of news that Osinbajo, so to speak, from Banana Island in Lagos, issued a statement saying that they apologize for what they have done to their own citizens. What I am trying to do this evening is to establish a foundation. I want people to appreciate the depth of the subterfuge, deception, and conquistador mindset of the Fulani Janjaweed supported by Britain. And as I speak this very night, I stand to be corrected. If there is anybody who can contradict my assertions this evening, I welcome them to please try and step forward. Britain is now in charge of Nigeria. They are the ones running it. Do you know what we have been doing for the past few weeks? We have been wondering and investigating the suppliers of the mask that they are using in Aso Rock. It only dawned on us only a few days ago, I said I will say it this very evening, that Britain, the silicone mask that they are using, that Aisha's boyfriend, who is from Niger Republic, Yusuf Mohammed Abubakar is from Niger Republic. Aisha's boyfriend, the supplier of the mask they are wearing in Aso Rock is United Kingdom. United Kingdom. They are the ones supplying the mask, not China. Not China. Britain are the people supplying the masks they are using in Aso Rock. The British High Commissioner Katrina Lang is effectively the Chief Operations Officer, the COO of Nigeria PLC. She's the one running it. Have you ever pondered or asked yourself this question? Where else in the world will the magnitude of the protest going on that is happening in Nigeria and all the foreign missions kept quiet? Have you ever witnessed that before? No government in the world has issued a statement because Britain said to them, we have now taken back our colony. Do not make any statement. We are in charge. Anything you need, we can give to you. And out of July of this very year, the Fulani Janjaweed war chest grew from 30 billion to 32 billion US dollars. All the money they have been stealing, that is what they're using it for. To keep Nigeria one. Not to keep Nigeria one as a just, equitable, civilized, progressive, forward-looking nation or country. No. They are using the money to conquer you, to suppress you. It doesn't give me any pleasure or joy at all that the proceeds with which these people are now using to suppress, to kill, to maim, and to pillage came from Biafra land, our oil and our gas. I want the world to understand today that Nigerians are in a greater bondage now than they were during colonialism. We want the world to understand that Nigeria is one giant jungle where Britain headed people together and have since unleashed a form of governance never ever before witnessed on the face of this planet Earth. On the surface, they call it democracy. On the surface, they say it is a republic. But in practice and in actual fact, it is a feudal state, a backward feudal state. That is why the young people are out on the streets protesting. And to make matters worse, this is how you know a dishonest country. This is how you know people who are naturally gifted with telling lies. Takia, Islamic word for deception in the name of Allah, and that is what they are doing. And Britain is they are the people behind it. You people are now under a second phase of colonialism. It is called neo-colonialism. They have shut down every means and every avenue. They are the proud keepers of the largest collection of human zoo in Africa. And you must listen very carefully this evening. Hours after apologizing to protesting citizens, Nigerian government vows to crack down on peaceful EndSARS demonstrators. Yesterday they said they were apologizing. Today they said we are going to crack down on everybody. Now, is it very clear to you why Fulani occupy all the high positions in government? Is it clear to you now? Is it clear to you now why they have chosen Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the Yoruba leader? Because he is a Muslim. Because those Yoruba officers they have recommended, be it in the Navy or in the Army, will do the bidding of the Fulani. Is it very clear to all of you now? Anytime there is a vacancy, there's a Fulani person there. Because Britain told Fulani people that a day like this will come. That what they are doing is unsustainable. It cannot continue. They knew a day like this will come. And that day has now come. And what they have decided to do is to mobilize. Now, listen carefully, please. People who are protesting at the east, the west, and the middle belt. In the main, they are trying to suppress their own young people from protesting. For them to have the effrontery and the temerity to say they will move the army against the people goes to show that they are confident that in every sensitive position of power, in every position that requires the use of firearms, a Fulani man is there as the leader. Exactly. Isn't it very funny? What they did to Hausa people is what they are now doing to everybody before your eyes. That is the way they operate. That was how they took Gobe and renamed it Sokoto. That was how they took Katsina from Hausa people. That was how they took Kanu from Hausa people. That was how they took Bauchi. That was how they took over all Hausa places. We are taken over by the Fulani exactly with this same strategy. It has not changed for nearly 200 years. The same strategy, it never ever changes. They identify some idiots in your communities. They identify some fools amongst you and make them willing tools. You are now working for them without knowing you're working for Fulani. This is a grand Britain is very clever. This is a grand strategy. You don't know you're working for them. Anybody who rises up and says you must end SARS protest, that person is working for Fulani Janjaweedism. But you will not know. When they come, they will tell you, oh, don't block the road. You're blocking the road. It is human rights. There may be violence. Other people will come and may want to use the road. When you block it, is this exactly where they want you to be? They want you thinking in a particular way, to think very selfishly. But ask yourself, if you end the SARS protest, who is going to benefit? They know, should this revolution continue, it will reveal that the person is in Aso Rock is Aisha Buhari's boyfriend wearing a Buhari hyper-realistic mask every blessed day. If this revolution continues, it will tell the whole world there is actually nobody inside Aso Rock. That is what they are seeking to avoid. Now they are playing on one thing that they know that a black man has in abundance, which is greed and avarice. If they tell you before that news outlets all over the world could be bought over, will you believe it? 4.8 billion. They are only spending a fraction of that to buy over those you call your leaders in your ethnic groups and in your tribes in the zoo. They buy them over. They are saying, end the protest. We have heard you. What is the meaning of we have heard you? Is that a type of governance or what? Just tell us you have done this. We have done, not we have heard, as if you're talking to children. Oh, we have heard. We have heard your grievances. As if you're talking to, oh my goodness. These people are crazy, honestly crazy. Yesterday they were apologizing. Today they are saying they're rolling out thanks, which means that the apologies they rendered yesterday was a lie. That's the meaning of it. Barely 24 hours. You apologized. They said the presidency apologized or is apologizing to Nigerians for the hardship and for how things are, especially with SARS. You have a government-sanctioned police unit killing people, harvesting their organs, and you have the gut and the temerity to question the validity and the legitimacy of the protest. Are you not insane? I am referring to their so-called president of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, or whatever the idiot's name is. You come, you arrest my brother, you arrest my sister, you kill them, you harvest their organs, as James Wanford was doing, and you sell to India. And people are protesting and you're telling them, oh, go back. Your demands, as if we are foolish. Do you think people are foolish? Do you think people are foolish? If Britain doesn't take time, this Nigeria project will consume them. I'm telling you the truth. This Nigeria project that Britain have come to sustain, to hand over Nigeria to the Janjaweed, will consume them. For some of you who do not know the history of Britain, I will now educate you tonight. Go and Google Lawrence of Arabia. I said Google it. Lawrence of Arabia. It was exactly the same thing that Britain did when they went into Arabia and collapsed the Ottoman Empire using the Bedouin, using the Arabs, basically. But some of you don't know that Saudi Arabia before was a desert with camel and tents. They had no solid structure. Go and watch the film Lawrence of Arabia. It was Britain that did it. The same thing they are now doing in the zoo. They wanted the Arabs because Britain they love Islam. Believe you me. Britain is in love with Islam. I'm telling you the truth. The same thing with the Roman Catholic Pope. I don't know where that one is coming from. I don't know if the Pope is actually a Catholic or if he's a Muslim. I have no idea. That man is he's a suspect to me. I'm telling you the truth. Britain is in love with Islam. And they will defend Islam anytime, any day against you that is attending Anglican Church. It was when we discovered this that I knew that there is something wrong with the brain of a black man. The people that gave you Anglican Church, Methodist Church, they prefer to connive with Muslims to kill you. That is what Britain is doing. That was the reason why Lawrence went to Arabia to help Arabs to defeat the Ottoman. That is why go and check your history very, very well. Britain can never go against the interest of Saudi Arabia. And it is in the interest of Saudi Arabia that Fulani retains control of Nigeria. And Britain will oblige them anytime, any day. This is international politics that some of you are unaware of, that I will tell you this evening. Because of the lies coming from the liars in the Zoological Republic. Now, please pay very close attention. Pay very close attention. The Nigerian government has vowed to crack down on peaceful EndSARS protesters, calling for an end to police brutality. Now, you're asking them to end it. You said you have listened to their demands. What are their demands? End police brutality. But only today, police brutality were still going on in full view of the whole world, captured in videos everywhere. It's all over social media. But you said that those protesting should come back. And I want to remind those who are out on the streets and those who are in the comfort of their homes why people are protesting. Why are they protesting? They are protesting for an end to police brutality. And I'm asking Aso Rock tonight. I am asking the Senate of the Zoo tonight. I am asking the House of Reps tonight. Has police brutality ended? I believe that the answer is no. If police brutality hasn't ended, why should the protesters then stop protesting? After all, the reason why they came out on the streets is to end police brutality. But that is by the way. Now, contradicting the vice president less than 24 hours. That was why I told you that Oshibajo is not in Aso Rock. You know, I know that we have now raised the level of consciousness of people. I understand that very clearly. But they need to go a little bit further. You need to go a little bit further. If the statement coming from Oshibajo yesterday is from the presidency, in less than 24 hours, if you claim that what the apology from Oshibajo is from the presidency, whoever that presidency is, of course, is now the British High Commission of Katuna Line, as part of the presidency. If you claim that the apology is coming from the presidency, the same presidency in less than 24 hours contradicted a statement that they themselves issued only yesterday, with Lai Mohammed saying that the government will take firm steps against the protesters. The government will take firm steps against the protesters. They have forgotten that the protesters are their citizens. They have forgotten that. Are you following? They have just forgotten. They are called protesters. He said, peaceful protest is an integral part of democracy. And that is why the federal government in the last 11 days has treated the protesters in a very civilized manner. Now let me tell this man something he doesn't quite understand. And those working for Facebook, removing people, as always, you know, we are used to it. Let me make this abundantly clear to the whole world that is listening. Lai Mohammed, you only have one head. You bleed as well. You know, there is this culture, and that was why we reacted the way we did after the MNA killings. Because there is something about Nigeria that we have just found out. Anytime they kill people and you allow them, it only emboldens them to kill even more people. Do you understand? It emboldens them to kill more people. Lai Mohammed, if you come out, if you are part of those mobilizing army on the streets, and you come out to kill, your children will also die. Now, if the people on the streets decide to go violent, the whole of Nigeria will go up in smoke. You need to understand that. What you people are playing at is the usual hypocritical, very selfish mindset of a black person. You think that you can kill anybody, as Buratai went, massacred the Shia Muslims, came down to the east and killed as many IPOB family members as possible. Nobody killed any member of his family. But you see Boko Haram, that when you kill them, they kill you back. You are begging them to negotiate. You are giving them scholarships. You have given them everything. You have given them money after time after time. You have advanced money to them. Loads and loads of it for them to stop. You are begging Boko Haram because when you kill them, they kill you back. Do you understand? But those that you kill and they go to ICC, they go to UN, they go to EU, you keep killing them. You will keep killing them because that is the mentality of Fulani. They will keep coming. They will keep coming until you fight back. So we are saying to Lai Mohammed that you are going to unleash your army, but your own life will also be in danger. And I'm saying it to the hearing of the whole world. Your life also will be in danger. You are not more intelligent than all those people who are out on the streets. If you roll your army out, people will also plan to assassinate you wherever they find you. That thing you people are running from, you will see it. You think that you can come, that pig in the creek, you give him some money. The idiot, the hotelier, you know, when you give him some money, you people think you have your agents everywhere who can come out and speak to confuse and deceive the people. But you are mistaken. Some of you think that this is the main cross of our broadcast tonight. No, it is not. I am trying to lay the foundation. I want people to understand the mindset of the Fulani and how they reason. And I want you to also know that the strategy now to contain the protest has been taken over by Britain. It is now being run by British secret agents. They are the ones now running Nigeria. Do you know that Katrina Lang is not a career diplomat? Are you aware that she used to work for MI6? Are you aware of that? Katrina Lang, the British High Commissioner in Nigeria. Are you aware that she's a spy? Do you know that? No, you don't. But this evening I'm telling you, if you are removed from Facebook, please go to try and go to YouTube, go to IPOB Community Radio, look for alternative platform. We are at war with Facebook. Facebook is part of the satanic alliance all over the world. They are the ones promoting the end of civilization, or should I say the end of Western civilization. And they will pay very dearly for it. They will pay for it very, very dearly. They should keep removing people, keep suppressing our posts. That's entirely your business. And you'll be very sure that those doing these things, they are black people. That was why I spent years letting the whole world know that there is something wrong with the brain of a black man. Seriously wrong with it. But of course, the youths and young people out on the streets, they are doing their level best to prove me wrong. Peaceful protest is an integral part of democracy, but you're the ones bringing thugs to attack them. But if you look at what has happened to Governor of Osun State, because you arranged it, you arranged for the Governor of Osun State to be attacked by thugs, claiming that they are protesters. You people are the ones arranging it. It's called Ocean Provocateur. It is what Britain is doing. We know their strategy. We know the way they operate. That is what they are going to do. To set the public against the protesters and protesters against the public, that is what they do. You tried to ram your way through a protest using a tanker. A lot of people died. Or you've forgotten. You killed innocent protesters. And now they are saying we are no longer dealing with EndSARS, but a volatile situation that can lead to anarchy if the government does not take very firm steps to protect the lives and livelihoods of innocent Nigerians, which means you want to bring out the army. Then Lai Mohammed, I'm telling you that the army also bleeds. This your army will die there. I will tell you what Leonidas, the king of Sparta, said to Xerxes when he came to take over Greece. He told him that you may have the largest army in the whole world, but here in the hallowed land of Greece, your army will die. Nigerian army will cease to exist any day they march against the protesters. That will mark the end of Nigeria the way we know it. That will also signal, or should I say, herald the beginning of a very violent disintegration of the zoo. And Britain, that oil, you will not take it. That free gas you get, you will no longer get it anymore. If you want to play hardball, you will not get it. Britain, you have killed over 5 million Biafrans because of oil and gas. And you successfully covered it up so that the world will not know. Because you're a member, a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, and because you're dealing with blacks in Africa that nobody gives a damn about. Let this army come. We are waiting for them. And I am warning everybody, including Ohanes and Diatron and Yoshi, Pandev, all the rest of them, that if any Nigerian army comes into our land or they leave their barracks, we will go into the bushes. And we will not come out until Nigeria is completely destroyed. I am telling you now, that anarchy you want to bring with your army in the next 2 days, you people are the ones fanning the embers. You people are the ones stoking the fires. You people are the ones bringing this trouble. And it will consume you. I want to remind Lai Mohammed of one man in Somalia. His name is Mohammed Siad Barre. I think it was 1989 or 1990, I can't remember. He was a very brutal, stupid, typical African black dictator, a monkey. He thought he had the army of Somalia to do his bidding. Look at the history of Somalia today. Because those people with their military camouflage or whatever they call it, they also bleed as well. They are human beings. They will also die. If you bring your army to the south, this army will die. If you bring out your armies from the barracks to attack the protesters, it becomes a declaration of war. Fulani Caliphate versus all indigenous ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. I want to warn you. I want to make it abundantly clear. It's only 48 hours away. You said you're going to commence your military operations on the 20th. Britain has now advised Garuba Shehu to tell media houses that we do this every year. If you go back last year, we did operation. If you go back to it as operation. But this year, you are doing it in order to stifle democracy. You are doing it in order to subvert the constitution. Because peaceful protest is constitutionally guaranteed. If your army comes out against the protesters, then there will be a war. That war everybody has been running from, avoiding, that Fulani has been, advancing all these years. It will now come to the boil. Then CNN will report it, and BBC, by force. So I said, we are living in exciting times. In exciting times, Facebook from 4.5K to 1.8. You have done your job today. Okay, go to El Rufai and take your money. Go to El Rufai. All these idiots in Facebook in Lagos. I believe that Facebook, of course, if you do it, they will shut down the whole thing and nobody will be able to communicate with the outside world. Facebook from 4 point something to 1.8. Oh dear. Oh dear. As Britain is busy promoting Islam in Nigeria, Islam is taking over Britain. They are playing with God. They don't know who God is. There is nowhere in the world where a government will fold its arms and allow the country to descend into anarchy, but you folded your arms and Fulani bandits are in Ebonyi, raping and killing, destroying rice farms. You folded your arms and Boko Haram is controlling the whole of Borno. You folded your arms and Fulani bandits are everywhere, in Zamfara, in Yobe, kidnapping and killing. You folded your arms. And people are being beheaded and kidnapped in Plateau, in Katsina, all over the place. Under this very regime, under this very horrible, horrible regime, Nigeria witnessed the worst spate of insecurity in its history. You folded your hands. Now, to make things better, you are rolling out tanks. Okay, bring it on. Now, I want to tell you why they are doing what they are doing. Some of you do not know, but tonight we are going to tell you the reason why. I told some of you before, those who were willing to listen, that Fulani had a game plan, that they wanted Buhari to go into power, go into Aso Rock. Buhari wanted to become the natural heir to Othman Danfodio. He wanted to complete the work that Othman Danfodio started. They were going to lie. They were going to use their willing tools in the south, who is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That was why Britain, once Britain comes to your house, you know you're a saboteur. You're a traitor to your people. Britain went to go and see Bola Ahmed Tinubu as confirmation that he is a traitor. A complete traitor. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is Islam. His loyalty is not to the Yoruba nation. His loyalty is to the Sultan of Sokoto, to Janjaweedism. Now, they will say, oh, there is a way to do it. There is, you know, when we started, the people come and say, there is a way you can do it. Oh, we are doing it. So when we get into Aso Rock, we do this, we do that. People have tried that before, including Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. He ended up enslaving his people, binding us in chains and delivering us to the Janjaweed. That is why we are where we are today. Now, the world is going to be shocked. Some of you have heard it. Some of you have seen it. But this evening, I want to play this very clip. This evening, I want to play the voice of this man, that the whole world can hear what is happening and the game plan, the stratagem of the Fulani Janjaweed, how they want to take your lives over. All these things you're seeing, they are saying this protest as this protest want to spoil business for them. It wants to spoil business for them. Now, let me tell you what the Fulanis have in mind or have in store for you, including Tinubu, including the hotelier, including the pig, the pipeline security guard, including Ohaneze, including Pandev, including all those who are serving Fulani Janjaweed, not knowing they are doing so. Say, it's our turn, presidency. What stupid presidency? Now, I want the world to listen very carefully. This is the reason why they want to roll out the tanks. This is the reason why they don't want Nigeria to break. This is the reason why everything they're doing, Fulani headsmen, Miyetti Yala, Boko Haram, ISIS in West Africa, every Fulani terrorist group, Hizbah. This is the reason why. Please listen very carefully. If you have ears, that is, you listen very carefully.
To cultivate that culture in our people.
Listen.
While at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to...
Are you listening? Fulani don't have borders. From Cameroon to where? Hey, listen up. These people are not listening. Fulani have no borders. So every Fulani, those in Cameroon, those in Niger, those in Chad, those in Mauritania, those in Mali, can come into Nigeria and do whatever they like, move their cattle wherever they want to be. Nobody can stop them. This is a governor speaking. This is a Fulani governor of one of the northern states. In a live interview that was recorded, I want you to pay attention. This is vindication of everything we have been telling you. When we were shouting and for many years, they said they are ranting, they are doing this, they are doing that. Are you listening? They have no borders. They came, they closed semi-border. Idiots in the south supported them. Hey, it's Nigeria. The president said we should close the border. But in the north, their borders were open. How foolish, how idiotic can you be? How, Chineke, why did you create me a black man? I don't understand these people. Somebody closed borders in your area, but in his own area, the borders are open. Why are the borders open in the north? Let us ask this governor. Governor, why is it that the borders are open in the north? Please tell us.
To cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their tradition.
To bring the Fulani in one fold, bring them into one country, which is Nigeria. Are you listening? Do you see the reason why that lucky Lai Mohammed working for the Janjaweed? Do you see their game plan? I'm not even sure that some of them who are serving in APC, that they understand the game plan of these people. I'm not even sure that some of the idiots in PDP, they understand the game plan of these people. Are you people reasonable at all? Do you have any brain in your skulls? Do you understand the game that the Fulanis are playing? They want to bring them under one fold. Under one fold, and they have the money. They have bought over Facebook in Nigeria. Very clear. They have bought over even Twitter in Africa. They have bought it over. Are you aware of that? They have bought over Google. They have bought over everybody. They have the money. They have looted the money, and they love their people. They want to push Fulani everywhere. They want Fulani to take over your villages. This is from the mouth of a governor. An elected governor in a republic that practices or claim to practice democracy. I want you to pay attention tonight. Facebook, you're wasting your time, because after this very program, it will be on repeat broadcast. People can listen. More people listen when I finish presenting a live program than those who join us when we are live. So you're wasting your time. They pay all these people to stop you from reasoning. They want to bring all the Fulanis in one place from the mouth of a governor. Please listen very, very carefully.
To arrest their traditional practice of from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to...
He is talking about Fulani terrorists. You think he's talking about ordinary Fulani? No, terrorists moving with AK-47 all over the place, killing people, bandits, Fulani bandits. We can communicate with them, but you can kill IPOB, you can kill Shia. But people who are terrorists, you can communicate with them. Do you see why they respect bandits? Because bandits have AK-47. If you kill them, they kill you back. You look at us, oh, we are peaceful. We remain peaceful. We have to be peaceful always. UN is watching, EU is watching, Africa is watching. And they are killing you. But those with guns in their own areas, they are begging them. Listen tonight. And if you still refer to yourself as a patriotic Nigerian after this, may the good Lord have mercy upon you, because you're more than an idiot. Now listen very carefully, please. Listen. Governor of a state.
That's the thing, Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the operations. This is to bring in Fulanis together. Where Fulanis from other countries.
The journalist is asking him, you want to bring Fulani together and use Nigerians' money to fund them. You want to use Nigeria's money to fund the Fulani from Cameroon, Fulani from Chad, Fulani from Niger, Fulani from Mauritania, Fulani from Senegal, Fulani from Mali. Are you listening? Are you Nigerian? You claim you're in Anokwanti. Are you listening? Hey, Chine. I hope I'm not going to speak against the spirit. Are you sure it's God that made the brain of black people? Especially those in Nigeria. Are you sure it's God in heaven that created them? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, honestly. They cannot fund Second Niger Bridge. It's been there for God knows how many years. They cannot build Enugu or Nesha Expressway. Iguacha to Enugu Expressway. They cannot build it. But they are they are spending money building railway line connecting all the Fulani communities in the Sahel. With money coming from my land. With money coming from my land. And after seeing all these things, you want me to keep quiet. God punish all of Chirikepuno, Kondeara, mad people everywhere, idiots. Listen. In fact, let me start from the beginning so you can understand it very well. Listen.
To cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the operations. This is to bring in the Fulanis together.
You see, the issue of misconception, I see there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person.
Fulani is a global man, an African man. So they have no country. Britain gave them Nigeria. I'm going to close this program, to be honest with you. I'm telling you the truth. You are God in heaven. And they have intellectuals. I'm an intellectual. Elite. Elite intellectualism. I'm intellectualizing on Facebook. Let's conscientize. And I'm talking rubbish. Every day people talking nonsense. Every blessed day garbage. You don't know that they are planning to take over your land. They are mad people. I hate those idiots, those pseudo-intellectuals writing nonsense. Garbage. Day after day. Listen to your stupidity, you zoo animals. Listen.
Yeah, from Senegal.
From Senegal.
Nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon.
This is a governor. A governor is telling you his relations are in the Cameroon. A governor. I have my relatives in Cameroon. You are in one Nigeria. All of you are in one Nigeria. One Nigeria. Let us maintain the territorial integrity. You don't know it's for Fulani. Let's maintain the territorial integrity of Nigeria. The army will come out. It is for Fulani. So Fulani in Cameroon can do brother with Fulani man in Bauchi. I think that's the Bauchi state governor. So how about Yoruba with Yorubas in Togo, Yorubas in Benin? Do you hear any Yoruba governor getting up and mouthing this type of rubbish? That Yoruba man is a coastal, he's a West African coastal man and can move from anywhere to anywhere. If you go to Semeboda, it is also a few of them are Yoruba immigration officers stopping their fellow Yorubas from crossing over. Whereas in the north, your counterpart to Fulani in the north, the borders are open. Any Fulani can come in with your cattle, come in with your AK-47, come in with your hand grenade, come in with your bombs. You are welcome to Nigeria. Black people in this UG, black. Our stupidity is oh my God in heaven. So all the while you're shouting one Nigeria, flying green, white, green flag, green, white, green, Nigeria. You don't know you are paving the way for Fulani to take your land over. You are inviting death. Do you see? These are people that claim that they're educated. Please, I love this. I can play this clip all night because it reminds me of the stupidity of the so-called intelligentsia in the South. They are useless. As useless as Azikiwe, as Dr. I don't want to use his name, Nnamdi, as Azikiwe was, as useless, hopeless, PhD for nothing, no common sense, idiocy and stupidity. After your PhD, you are a complete idiot, a complete imbecile. You know nothing. Your brains are empty. If people who are moving cattle are strategizing how to bring their brothers into Nigeria from Cameroon, we don't have any border. By saying that, by virtue that a Fulani man can move about, is a global, is an African man, that means they do not have any passport. Your so-called Nigerian immigration only works in the South. Do you see how foolish you are? You idiots from the south, do you see how idiotic you are? And let me play it again for you. I'm not going to get tired of playing this tonight. I'll be playing it so you understand how foolish you are, why you must remain on the streets until things change. Now, you listen. You must listen, oh. You must listen. Whether Facebook like it or not, people must listen. This night, you must listen. Please, listen.
To cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold.
In one fold.
Try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And
it is a traditional practice for Fulani to move from Nigeria to Cameroon, from Cameroon to Chad, from Chad to Niger, from Niger to Mali, from Mali to Sudan. They can move about. It is their tradition. But can I move from Isiama Faruku to Lomé? I cannot do it. I'm not Yoruba. Let me use Yoruba as an example. So can a Yoruba man move from Togo all the way to Badagry without passport? Of course not. Because you're entering Nigeria now. Where is your passport? And he's telling you, my name is Adebayo. No, I don't care. You're entering Nigeria now. Where is your passport? Nigeria has immigration policy. Idiots. Are you listening? Umuokoko, are you listening to how people and how foolish people in the south are? Are you listening? Are you listening? Do you see how foolish people in the south are? Both Biafra and Oduduwa. Do you see how foolish we are? Can you begin can anybody in their right mind fathom what this idiot is saying? He's a governor. He has brothers in Chad, in Cameroon, in Niger, and they can visit him. It is their tradition. But you are in the south. I'm a graduate, employed by immigration. Show me your passport. Hey, come, Oga, come. He has no passport. He says he's Yoruba. He's from Togo. He says he's Yoruba. He's from Benin Republic. He has no passport. Oh, Jare, this is Nigeria. Joe, please go back. This is Nigeria. Are you listening to the governor from the north? Are you listening? Let me play it again. I love it all. Hey, this man, from the comments and statements of this man, the statements coming out of his mouth, all your stupid education in the south is a waste. You people are morons, you know nothing. Your brains are empty. I said I will not castigate anybody because our young people are out on the streets. But believe you me, after listening to this man, all of you idiots from the south, both politicians and so-called intelligentsia, Igbo presidency, I want to line all of you up and execute all of you. You people are foolish. Foolish. Very, very foolish. I am going to shut down one of the Facebook broadcasts and start it all over again because they distort my voice. They built something into their system. They distorted my voice. They won't allow me to try and preach this very gospel. They won't allow me. But we are continuing. We are not going to stop. Are we going to stop? Of course, the answer is no. Because somebody has to be there. Even their machine will be working. I won't let their machine sleep. The machine is trying to subdue us, but we will not let their machine sleep. Because we will keep preaching the gospel of heaven. Let me once again play it for some of you to understand. And wait for a sizable number of them to come back. Then I will play it again for you. But in the interim, let us go to one of the news. I'm going to play it. I'm waiting for the other Facebook. We are using 2 lines on my page. 2 streaming lines on my page. 2 lines on my page. 2 of them. For their information. They think they are smart. Nigeria. We are going to bring out the army. Senate President Ahmed Lawan calls for end to protest. He is calling for an end to protest. It is affecting his family's future. They want to make money. When he finishes, his son will become, or daughter will become an ambassador, or they will be, or like Dangote's own. That one I will treat separately. I told people before that Dangote is a money launderer for criminals and looters in political office. You thought I was joking. Have you seen the Panama Papers? I will analyze that one separately. As I'm analyzing this idiot, Bauchi State Governor, I will analyze the Panama Papers. I told you that Dangote is a petty thief. He's a rogue, he's a thief. Dangote is an ordinary criminal. He is not a business tycoon. He is an ordinary criminal. Hiding money stolen from Nigeria's coffers, from CBN. That is what he does. He is he's just like a mafia don in America in those days. Or let us talk about the mafia, the 5 families of New York. You see, they make their money through racketeering, through extortion and all the rest of it, prostitution, drugs, and all manner of illegal business. But you see them, they own a pizza shop, or they own a barber shop. If you ask him, he will tell you he's just selling pizza. Can't you see he's selling pasta? He has a ristorante Italiano. Are you listening? But he's a mafia don. Worth billions. But he's called a front. What Dangote is doing is just a front. Cement, sugar, pasta. Who becomes the richest man in Africa by selling sugar? Who in their right mind? No audit of his accounts, but they have done it for him. And it is something I'm going to treat next week Sunday. If there is nothing major before then, I will then prove to you line by line how Dangote is a petty criminal, a thief on your Chicago. He handles stolen money for corrupt politicians. It is in the Panama Papers. His name is there. Him and his brother, richest man in Africa. Are foreign people known for their hard work? The answer is no. How did he become the richest man in Africa? By handling stolen goods. Money that belongs to you. And you are shouting one Nigeria. When Fulani are using you like toilet tissue paper, you're there shouting one Nigeria like an idiot. Let me go back. I think Facebook, they've pegged them at 1K. That is okay. So Facebook is now telling me that 35,000 other people, they just vanished into the thing. Idiots. Let me play it for you once again. Facebook, where they are calling them now from Fulani, from Janjaweed territory. What are you doing? Can't you hear what he's saying? Shut him down. It's hate speech. It's against your community standard. Remember the money we gave you. Do something. Shut him down. I am Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the largest mass movement on the face of this very earth. You can't do nothing. Nothing. Now listen, please. Listen very carefully. I will play it again for you, so you can understand. Those of you who are intelligentsia on Facebook, Facebook intelligentsia, I want you to listen, please, very carefully.
To cultivate that culture in our people.
Yes.
While at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to another. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think
it is an uphill task to stop the Fulani from moving from Niger Republic into Nigeria. An uphill task to stop the Fulani from coming from Cameroon into Nigeria. After all, his relatives are in Cameroon. You cannot stop them. But you can stop a Yoruba man from crossing from Togo into Nigeria, or stopping them from crossing from Benin into Nigeria. And you are all in one Nigeria. Let's move Nigeria forward. Peace and unity. If there is no peace and unity, you cannot move forward. But, dear me. Please listen very carefully, please. Oh, dear.
Because to them, they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
They don't have borders. Because are you people hard at hearing? Are you listening? They don't have borders. Which means they are not, even a Fulani man in Nigeria is not patriotic to Nigeria. Are you listening? Are you hearing what a governor is saying? Are you hearing? Are you hearing? They have no borders. A governor is telling you that they have no borders. If a Yoruba governor were to say this now, the uproar will be changed. You want to destroy Nigeria. Green, white, green. Our anthem, our national pledge. But here, Fulani is telling you. Are you not listening? Are you deaf and dumb? Are you that foolish? I still respect the boys and girls out on the streets. You people are the real human beings. Those at home, oh dear, no way. Listen.
How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the
operations.
Operations. You said to bring in the Fulanis together.
You see, the issue of misconception, I see there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man.
Are you in heaven? Is there Jesus Christ anywhere? A Fulani man has no country. All he has is Fulani, which means all of them in your Senate, in your House of Reps, all of them pretending one Nigeria. They are doing it to deceive you. Tinubu, do you see how foolish you are? Because you want presidency. Do you see how foolish you people are? Do you understand it? Hey, where is God, Bacon? Is it not mommy patients that said that there is God? Oh? Hey! Are you people pondering what I'm pondering? Fulani has no nationality. So Fulani's people in Nigeria, they are deceiving everybody, claiming they are Nigerian just to control the oil and gas, to fund Fulani settlements in Nigeria, to take over our land. Umahi, are you listening? Umahi, are you listening? Ugwani, are you people paying attention? Ifan Okowa, are you listening? Obiano, you are working with Miyeti Yala. Are you listening to their plans? Hey, Chineke, their nationality is Fulani. Their nationality is Fulani. So if I'm a Nigerian and I meet this governor and his relatives come from Cameroon, he will regard them more than me. But me and him, we are Nigerians. Chineke, what type of cheating is this? I have never seen this type of thing before. And our international audience, please, I do apologize. My first language is Igbo, the oldest language on this very earth, the language of heaven. When we are shocked into stupor, we tend to delve back into our language to express our exasperation better. That's what I'm doing tonight, please. I am in a total shock. Somebody who is a governor is saying that he doesn't belong to Nigeria, he belongs to Fulani. That is what a sitting governor actually said. Do you see why I call them a zoological republic? Do you see why we are upset and very angry? Do you see why we know that the Fulanis are deceiving everybody? Their true intention is to bring all the Fulani together. They are tired of wandering from the Gambia to Senegal, from Senegal to Mali, from Mali to God knows where else, to Niger, to Chad, to Cameroon. They now want a homeland, Fulani homeland in Nigeria. Chineke miye. Hey, my goodness, please stop complaining, go to alternative sources. YouTube is working very well, go there. It is even cheaper to listen via IPOB community radio than to listen via Facebook. It is cheaper. I know we want to see each other's comments and all the rest of it. And something very great is happening. And before the end of this week, you will see it. And we will put Facebook to shame. They must understand that. Are you people paying attention? I have not even finished playing the clip. I have not finished. And please allow me to start from the beginning, because we are hard at hearing. We are black people in this COG. We don't understand. Listen again, please, and be as shocked as I am. They don't have any nationality. Their nationality is Fulani. This man didn't actually know when he was giving away all these things. And kudos to the journalists. You know, they were playing it very affable, very, very calm. And the idiot was, vomiting all their grand plan for all of you. No wonder they sent Mietiala. No wonder they sent Fulani headsmen to terrorize you into submission. And now Fulanis will come in and settle. Have you seen that settlement in Okwa? The settlement in Enugu, all over the place. That is their plan. Bring them from abroad and settle them in our rainforest. Very sad indeed. That's why they hate me. That is why they hate IPOB. Do you see it? Every time Kanu is saying this and saying that, he's causing trouble. He said this. Ohaneze, have you seen how foolish you are? Can you now see your stupidity? Pandev, Nigger Delta. Have you seen your monumental idiocy? All you fools, Igbo man is your problem, Biafra is your problem. Have you seen that it was a diversionary tactics? As you focus on the Igbo man, as you focus on Biafra, they are raping you. There are mad people everywhere. Listen, please. Let me play it again. It's annoying Facebook. Facebook is not happy. But we'll play it again. Go to IPOB community radio, please, and stop complaining like a bunch of zoo animals. Listen.
Cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Your Excellency. How do we ensure
they don't have borders?
Those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the operations. This is to bring in Fulanis together.
You see, the issue of misconception, I see there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks.
How is your Hilagomni pig pipeline security guard? So you people are the Fulani from the Niger Delta. So you people are the Fulani Asia pig. The pig in the creek. So you are the Fulani in Niger Delta. The Fulani man sees himself as a Niger Deltan. As they say in my village, that is ignominious. So it is that idiot, that pig that they are referring to. Is here. And a handful of traitors with him. All of you will be hanged in public. They are mad people. You idiots are the Fulani people in the Niger Delta, yes? So you don't know that your secret will come out. So you are the fool, you are the idiots, you are the idiotic Fulani people in Niger Delta. Can you believe such nonsense? Hey, matters aside, I'm a Fulani man. Are you people listening? Fulani governor telling you that they have Fulani people in the Niger Delta. Asia, the pig inside the creek. guarding pipeline for them. Very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. So now we know their game. Now we understand. Now we understand. Hey, my goodness me. My goodness me. Unbelievable. Are you sure God created us black people? Yes, he must have, because we answer Wajubu. He must have. Because black people are useless. Believe you. No. God forbid. Kai! That was a Kai. God forbid. God forbid. Now listen, please.
The Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have...
Do you know what he said? A Fulani man speaks the Niger Delta language, which is a dialect in his zone. Who are they referring to? Who are those Niger Delta people that speak Niger Delta language, but they are Fulani? Let's join together. Let's combine. And I told you that they are traitors. These are people fathered by Fulani. They are in our midst. That's what the man said. There are Fulani people in the Niger Delta. That is what he said. Let me play it again so you can hear. So you cannot deny it. Listen.
To educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan.
Bayelsan.
As somebody coming from the Niger Delta. Because
why did they mention Bayelsa? He sees himself as a Bayelsan, Fulani man. Fulani. Is it the Fulani? You people are together as one Fulani. Is it the Fulani from Gambia that sees himself as a Bayelsan? Or the Fulani from Senegal that sees himself as a Niger Deltan? Sorry, maybe it's the one from Niger. Because it's the same nigger. Niger, and Niger Delta. So it's the same thing. Okay, I see your point now. I see your point. It's because of that Delta. Nigger Delta and Delta. So it's nigger and nigger Delta. So they are all one. Hey, dear me. So I never knew that Fulani gave birth to you. Pig. It never occurred to me. But everything is now in the open. Opendential. They are calling on you. Alhamdulillah, rubbish, atoro, okoko, pig in the creek. Look at your people. They are calling you. Let us play it, please. And also, idiots, why don't you cooperate, work together? You mouthing that rubbish. God punish you. You are an idiot. Walk with a Fulani blood. Listen, please.
Relations in the Cameroon. But they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta. He speaks the Niger Delta language.
He speaks, that person, that pig speaks the language. He knows who he's talking about. The pig, the people, the Fulani man there speaks the local language. Are you listening? The oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. Bayelsa. In Biafra land, blessed people is now a land of slaves, backstabbing, amnesty-eating, bunch of reprobates. No honor and no dignity. No honor and no class. That is why Fulani is messing with you. That is why Fulani is planting their blood in your land. Teaching them how to speak his own language, to come out and be spitting all over the camera. Cannot say the heck can. Oh, Elohim, Elohim, have mercy upon us. Have mercy upon us. Hey, this pig, hey, so this idiot is Fulani, speaking our language, pretending he's one of us. This governor have truly exposed him. My goodness. Let us continue.
And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian.
You cannot close the border. You cannot close it. But the border was closed. Oh, I want to end it. What type of nonsense is this? I can't continue like this. It's impossible. This is rubbish now. It's rubbish. Okay, nonsense. What type of rubbish? What type of rubbish is this? Okay, nonsense in here. Who said I will not get Biafra? Who said that Biafra will not, that Chuko Kagabiama cannot give us? Who is that bastard who gave birth to that imbecile? God will punish you, all of you. You bastards, God will punish, destroy all of you. Mad people everywhere. You are in Biafra land talking about one Nigeria. God punish you. God destroy all of you. Did you hear the Fulani man? You cannot close the border. But in the south, you are closing borders. I can't continue, I'm telling you. I cannot continue. Oh, God in heaven. Hey, what type of thing is this? When Azikiwe was speaking all his grammar, talking rubbish and talking rubbish and talking rubbish, Mazi Mbono Jike warned him and told him, you destroy this proud race. The idiot did not listen. The same way that Woto and all the other idiots are doing today. They don't hear. What is killing me is that these people, they don't hear. They don't hear. They don't listen. They are talking about presidency. Obasanjo was a president. Ironsi was there. Everybody was there. They are coming to take over our land. They can give you presidency for 8 years. But in the next 80 years, your land will no longer be there. What type of people are you? What Satan created you people? Who created you people? Fulani man is from Niger Delta. What is the basis of one Nigeria then? Hey, my God in heaven. Somebody said that I should finish playing it and then I can end the program if I want to. I can't. This is terrible. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Hey, Chineke miye. Who did this to us, eh? Who did this to black? Who did this to us? Who did this to us? What did they give us? Is it in pig milk? What is it? What is it? Where is this thing coming from? Where from where? Hey, let us finish watching this. Post it on my page, oh please. Let us watch it. Let us listen.
Nigerian all this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. When there is a repression,
the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. So Fulani come without passports, they come through open borders, they kill people, they cause problem. And they are your brother, you are one Fulani family. And you're telling me about one Nigeria. Let me close this program because let me play this thing and then just go get away from here myself.
It is not the Fulani man within Nigeria that causes it. It is that culture of getting revenge, which is embedded in the tradition of the Fulani man, that attracts reprisal from all over the
If I understand it, does that mean that those...
What it means is that if you're fighting with a Fulani man in southern Kaduna, a Fulani man can come from Gambia or from Senegal and come and kill people in southern Kaduna. That's what it means. Because they have revenge in their blood. Are you listening? One Nigeria people on the other.
Fulani men who are maybe domicile in other countries who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
Yes, that is what we want to do. Fulani can come from everywhere. Listen, hey, Fulani can come from anywhere. They can settle in Nigeria. And the government, with my money from my land, and they can take care of Fulani from anywhere in the world. The journalist asked him and he said yes. Hey, listen.
They can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
That is what we want to do.
To be done through sensitization.
We want to do it. We want to bring Fulani from everywhere into Nigeria. That's what the governor said. That's what he said. We want to bring Fulani from everywhere into Nigeria. That's what he said. Let me play it again for you so you understand. So some of us are hard at hearing.
The domicile in other countries who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it? That is what we want to do. That is what we want to do. You didn't hear it? One Nigeria. They are useless idiots. One Nigeria. This is our country. Let's move it forward. Move forward. Move what forward? Idiot. What are you moving forward? Moving forward to Fulani from Senegambia, Fulani from Mali, Fulani from Niger, in Bayelsa, in Niger Delta. Moving forward to where? Maybe into the Atlantic Ocean. Hey, Chineke nekweli hojo. Hey. Oh, dear me.
But it has to be done through sensitization. Telling them you have to buy in the project. And you use the language the culture is up to be able to convince them. Away from the mistrust where the whole system of transhumance or pastoralism is criminalized. Criminalization of pastoralism is the...
It's called pastoralism. Grammar. Pastoralism. Pastoralism. In the 21st century, when people are planning to go to Mars, planning to conquer the moon, pastoralism, moving cattle from place to pastoralism, English, pastoralism, mad people everywhere.
Oh yes, that is going to give Nigeria the opportunity to really have the best in terms of documentation in the demographics, because as I said, a Fulani man settles anywhere he can feed his cattle. And so if they are put in one place and they are made to understand that this is to save them and their animals, they are exposed to the vagaries of the forest.
Now he said vagaries of the forest, and I want to ask this idiot, is there any forest in the Sahel? Fulani people occupy the Sahel, the semi-arid, semi-desert Sahel region. Do you know why he's using the word forest? Because they're coming to the south. It's to condition your mind. So you would think that, Fulani is living in the forest. Fulani is Niger. Does Niger have forest? Sambisa forest was artificially created. Just the way you see plants in Kuwait and in Dubai. It's a desert. It's through irrigation. A lot of money was spent, I think, from Shagari's time to stop desert encroachment. That was how Sambisa forest, sprung up. So why don't you take your cattle to Sambisa forest? Why not? A very simple question. You want to come to Bayelsa where your flesh and blood, the pig, is guarding pipe for you. Oh dear me. Let me finish this. Zurika. And then these you black people.
And that's why it is important for them to understand that staying in one place is good. And of course, in terms of the best practice of carrying the cows and
let's stay with that security angle for a bit. Is there going to be this plan going to be a fenced enclosure where
anyone who comes in is secured, so there is no one that can just come in from anywhere else. No. It is going to be a colony, and a colony does not require civil. It's not going to be.
Let me go to sleep. Fulani colony in Bayelsa, Fulani colony in Abia, Fulani colony in Rivers, in Iguacha, Fulani colony in Wari, Fulani colony in Asaba. And you know how clever they are. For your politicians to get the presidency, they have to sign up to Fulani colony. So that in the next 80 years, our land will no longer exist, thanks to the pig in the creek and his bloodline. We have come to the end of tonight's program, please. I don't want to get too upset. I'm upset already. I can't be talking to people who don't want to, people who cannot reason, people who don't want to reason. There is no need for it. It's a bloody waste of time. Good night.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Well, this is MAOBI N. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPOB families all over the world.
I remember the Nigerian Biafran war, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 Olumebujuku is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 Olumebujuku is another Savior. Holy, 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 Olumebujuku is another Savior. Many years after the genocide,
the great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Inyamadika, Yabika Kokwanam Noah. Hey, Anamakele Mazuche Mefo. Manemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along. Holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Sing along. Holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. When I sing along. Holy, 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 holy. Is another savior. Getting with the right thing, getting with the faster now. Holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi is another savior. Holy, holy, getting with the right thing, faster. Nnamdi is another savior. Yeah, for freedom. Holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior.
It's just my finger.
Nnamdi Kanu, God we bless you. Mazi Shemi, God we protect you. Shika Edoke, you are lifted. Jojo Imbe, God we see yours through. All IPOB, you are lifted. This is my nation, Biafra is my nation.